The Real Housewives of New Jersey have just dropped their trailer. Baby, the Real Housewives of New Jersey are back. And guess what? Trey, because that's my bestie, Teresa is cutting up. Margaret is being a snake. Melissa is still irrelevant, looking for a storyline and befriending whoever doesn't like it. And Joe Gorga is there making inappropriate comments and literally preening for the camera time. That's right, baby. Jersey is back. Now let's get into this. Okay, now this season is going to start off with a bang, but mostly because it looks like the girls are retaliating for the way Jen cleared that whole stage last year at the reunion. And it seems like those girls were cooking up extra things on how to get her back, and it looks like Margaret found a way to get her back. Gia's beefing with Joe, but you know what? Let's get into these details because you know I like it messy, and that's why you here. Let's get into two things we can celebrate, right? One, that means Real Housewives of Atlanta is on its way, and two, it means Melissa's still trying to be relevant by using poor Teresa for her storyline. Y'all, let's get into this because we got to break this down and what's actually going on in the season. Now, Bravo's always on people about copyright, so I cannot put the trailer in this video because you know your girl is always trying to make a cute little coin, but I will put a link to the trailer in the description box so you can watch it yourself, but don't watch it now. Listen to this video and then you can go watch it. All right, let's get into it from the top. Okay, if you notice in the trailer, Teresa is going off on Margaret. She is at Danielle level anger, trying to literally cutting up. If I couldn't take you anywhere was a person, that's Trey. And listen, she is in a crowded restaurant, surrounded by security, right? But not to protect her from Margaret. No, Teresa is on a rampage, twisting and turning and doing like, you know, the little, like, let me go. And then she calls, and I quote, Margaret, a white TRASHBI. Yeah, she went there, right? The whole audience is just eating their linguine like, what in the world is going on? But it's Jersey. I guess they're used to it, right? Anyway, Margaret is just sitting there, you know, rolling her eyes, trying to act like she's not shook, praying to God that security doesn't part like the Red Sea, and Teresa unleashed her fury on her. Why is she so mad? Well, Margaret actually brings rumor because Teresa yells at Margaret saying, "You're not going to destroy my love bubble." And I said, I miss Teresa and her analogies. But Margaret literally released a lot of information about Teresa's now fiance, at that time boyfriend, Louis, for his addictions can I say it on YouTube? For his sex addictions and also for a super toxic relationship he had with his ex. Now, my sources are reporting that it wasn't anything physical or anything like that, but it was just super, super toxic, almost to the point of him being obsessive. If anybody's Googled Louis at men's retreat, you will have a good laugh, but you will know what I'm talking about. He's just an intense person. He's intense. But you know what? Trey's intense too, and it seems like she met her match. Let's move away from Trey's love bubble that Margaret is trying to burst, and let's actually talk about how she literally tried to wreak havoc in Jen's life, right? I think it's Jennifer Aydin, right? I believe she's Turkish, or she's married to a Turkish gentleman. That has nothing to do with the story, but I'm just trying to distinguish everybody, right? Now, here's the thing. Margaret actually released information about Jen having an affair on her husband that causes her husband to, it looks like, to separate and leave her. The thing that's so messed up about that is he'd been known about it. He knew, they decided to work through it, and they were just moving forward with their marriage. This was years ago. It was really, really old dirt. However, Margaret brought it to the group and put it on TV in order to humiliate that man. And through that man's humiliation, now he can't stand to look at his wife. Remember when Margaret was just nice and sweet from Palm Beach and she had her crazy kooky mother? Now we see Margaret is literally the devil incarnate. Who does that? Who releases old tea for a reality TV show to get, what am I saying? It's reality TV. All right, Margaret. She understood the assignment. Literally, she understood the assignment. Now, Margaret might be standing at the gates of hell with the devil telling her she understood the assignment too. But for right now, let's just have a quick kiki. Now, another thing that's happening this season, which has been a long time coming, is Gia and the girls finally start to dig into their Uncle Joe for the way he did their daddy dirty. I don't care how much forgiveness Teresa has in her heart for Melissa and Joe. I believe Danielle when Danielle was saying that Melissa and Joe were so jealous of Joe Giudice and Teresa's life that they literally were telling everybody about what they did. Now, I know Joe and Trey's actions actually put them in trouble, but who thought your family would be the ones spreading your business around town? Well, guess what? The North remembers, and so does Gia. Gia is sitting there rolling her eyes, giving her uncle the silent treatment, treating him, I guess, the way she wished she could have treated him when she saw what was going on when she was a little girl. Now, Joe, being typical Joe, always looking for a moment, right? If there's one thing Joe's going to do, he's going to be inappropriate, say a crass joke, and also try to play stupid for the havoc he's wreaked in his life over his quest for fame and his wife's quest for fame. Joe has the nerve to say, "You're looking at me like I'm your devil. The devil father is the devil." Joe, as much as you loved your dad and your mom, you're now talking about Gia's dad, and you did her mom dirty, and Gia also remembers. So let's talk about Joe's wife. What's she doing? Because speaking of which, I think the beef that they're arguing about is the fact, y'all remember Jackie, right? Jackie was that Real Housewives super fan that was kind of like stalking the cast. She went to one of Trey's book signing. She said Trey kind of ignored her. And you know, a few years ago, I said the book signing, and now I'm sitting right next to you. And I said, stalker vibes. But here's the thing. Jackie, right, was friends with Melissa. Jackie's the blonde. Melissa befriended Jackie because Jackie had beef with Trey. We know that Melissa never has a storyline. She's always making up 4 storylines. She's always irrelevant. She befriended Jackie because if there's one thing Melissa's going to do, she is going to befriend whoever hates Teresa and then try to act like she's neutral. Remember when Jackie started those rumors about Gia having a problem with nose candy, right? There was poor, all because Teresa said that Jackie's husband was cheating on her. She put those rumors out about Gia, and of course Melissa took Jackie's side and befriended her, and they became friends to the end. Anyway, y'all, if you're still here, hit the like button. You obviously like my content. If you've been here more than once, why don't you just hit subscribe? Because you know I come out with daily content. And if you want to have a quick kiki, right? And have a little escapism of nonlinear thoughts, you come to the right place. But anyway, let's get back into this reunion. As a final thing, the girls spend the whole season trying to ice Jen out by being fake friends with Teresa, but as soon as they figured out they got Jen, that's when they go in for the jugular with Teresa, and they are trying to burst Teresa's love bubble. Now, as we know, Teresa is still with her man, but that's one thing about Teresa, right? It's not the way people try to take her down. Half the fun is watching her rise like a phoenix and eliminating all her enemies. I'll tell you what, right? Since I've been a fan of Real Housewives of New Jersey, the one thing I can say, that little scripture, no weapons formed against me shall prosper, that was made for Teresa Giudice and cut to Melissa Gorga forming weapons. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think. Should I review this show? Are you going to be watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey? What am I saying? Should I review? Y'all know I'm going to be reviewing. Are you going to be watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey? I'm really interested to actually see and hear what you think and what you guys are most excited. Honestly, let me know what you think in the comments, all right? And regardless of not, you at least gonna get the first 3 episodes. But let me know if you're actually looking forward to this, all right? Bye, my little TisaTellss. Mwah. Talk to you later.